4, 3, 2, 1.
And what is up, guys? Jeff here with the Los Post Me Was Pushing Buttons podcast, episode 15. This is my lovely co-host here,
Johnny McFly, no relation to Marty.
and yeah, today we got a mask on. I don't like how John's like sits way higher on his forehead.
Mine's better.
I know. I think it's because my eyes are so much higher.
You kind of look like you have Down syndrome.
I know. I don't like it. Definitely because you ain't got no eyes on your mask, barely. No, you have glasses on.
Yeah.
You probably look like you had Downs too.
Nah.
Either way.
4th of July.
4th of July, yeah. And I got red and white.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sad, so I'm blue.
Your eyes look ridiculous. I wish you wouldn't have never said anything.
I know, right? It's annoying because they're circular, dude.
Yeah,
it's all bad. I got the shit end of the mask deal.
Well, I tried to give you this one. You said no.
Because that's who your character was, John.
I know.
So I got a better mask in game.
Welcome to the podcast. Where shit get crazy.
You know, it's whatever.
It is whatever.
Man, my breath is hot. But not in the way of like bad, as in it's just actually hot.
Yeah, mine's fogging up my glasses and the inside.
I'm burning my fucking eyes. I'm about to have cooked Jeff face here in a second.
Look, but, put 2 masks on, 11 people show up on the Anyway, let's get on.
About to steal their hearts.
I'm gonna take another sip of this soda before we get going.
Yeah. But
hey, please put your hands in the
But alright, so let's get into it.
Yeah, let's
Today's July 4th. We really should cut mouths out. I feel like we're muffled.
That's fine, Jeff. People will deal.
Shut your mouth, motherfucker. Damn, that was rude.
It was.
Wow.
I'm not saying another word the rest of the podcast. Good luck, asshole.
So today's July 4th. People are shooting off fireworks. Who fucking cares? Honestly,
I don't. I don't like the fireworks. I get the point. I understand it.
Yeah.
But I'm over the
I get it.
I'm over it.
I did it once. I seen them. Why are my eyes like this? It's annoying the shit out of me.
You got downs. It's all good. Yeah.
Either way.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yeah. If you do what you do when you're doing it, go ahead and do that.
Just make sure you look.
Just go cook out.
Yeah, look out for the veterans. Don't blow up shit next to their houses.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, because that fucking PTSD is
crazy.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, fucking ruin their day.
No, life. They send them over the edge, man.
I mean, they're probably already on the edge of it. Yeah,
but right. I'm saying, you send them over.
Yeah, you're right.
Trust me, PTSD, brother.
Ain't no shit.
Nah, ain't no sunshine when she gone.
Alright, so, and then, since, as you guys can see, we have on Payday 2 masks, right?
Yes.
We happen to really like this game.
A lot.
Like, played it for the last 5 days, 6 hours a day.
So good.
So, maybe even more than that. The game is amazing. Alright, the graphics aren't great.
They suck.
They're fucking clunky. Who cares? The game works.
The
for
graphics
us.
suck.
The graphics are bad.
Yeah.
But it's only a gun.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's not like the game has to be,
Yeah, a 10 graphical...
yeah, it doesn't need to be, because the game is all about the content.
Yeah.
Like most games.
Yeah.
Like most games.
Yeah, content is all about the replayability.
It's all about how much you want to play the game, how much the physics intrigue you.
Let's get the bad stuff out of the way. It
looks
like shit.
It looks like it's bad. It's not pretty.
It's repetitive.
But we don't mind it.
And if you don't have friends, it's worthless.
It's worthless. If you're playing this game solo and enjoying yourself, I'm going to keep fixing my mess this whole podcast. Because my chin keeps moving it. Look at it. It looks like I'm actually talking. Look at my fucking...
Why does your mask sit like that?
I don't know.
How big is your fucking face? Jesus
It's the cheeks. It's the cheeks.
God
hey,
damn.
Take my shit down. Turn it into a taco.
Taco.
But,
don't turn it into a taco.
I'm not going to turn it into a taco. But,
oh, man.
The game, alright, it looks like shit. It's repetitive, and if you don't have friends, it's worthless.
Yeah.
Like, if you get on in the morning and you're like, oh, I can't wait to play Payday, and just hop in a game with random guys and not say a word to them, finish the mission, and then, yeah, sit at a drill for 10 minutes without any banter, I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah, it's boring.
No.
Because the drills break often, and they take forever.
They do, but, like, with friends, you got in and you just, like, you act like you're gonna be stealthy, and then someone fucks up, and you're like, fucking start the drill, whatever. We'll kill everyone. Everyone on the fucking ground, dickheads.
It's so good, man.
I find it hilarious that you have, like, you actually just keep drinking it because that's what you want to do, but then you get there and you're like, I can't, so I'll just still tip it back. But, let's talk about the good stuff.
Can I go into the good stuff really quick?
Go for it.
I'm just going to give you a list of sweet things. Gustavo Fring, meth, cocaine, banks, money, drugs, jewelry,
guns,
everything you've ever wanted to do. That
a bunch of unlockable shit.
Yeah, and
customizables.
And if you don't want to get arrested, it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's so much good about it.
God.
There's so much good about it if you're really into crime.
Yeah, like I love crime documentaries.
He watches a lot of drug stuff. I enjoy the crime TV shows.
Yeah, I love organized crime. Organized crime is the best kind of crime.
So much setup, and then when you pull it off, regardless if some of the missions are face roll easy, when you get out of there, both of your shields are dropped. Jack, get on the platform. We gotta go.
Yeah. We had one mission that went like 45 minutes. At the end, I clapped when we won. Like I was like, yes, yes.
And it's just like, because we had failed it too.
Yeah.
We failed it. 30 minutes down the drain.
Oh, that's the worst.
And then we do it. I was like, I didn't even want to do it again. And John started the mission back up, and I was like, fine. And then we fucking beat it after 45 minutes. Long ass mission. Fucking annoying. Someone said I got MC Hammerhead. I don't even know what that means. My shit just...
Hugo just wants his name out there. Hugo Boss Ality. Is it Boss Italy?
It's Boss Italy.
Are you sure it's not Boss Ality, like from Mortal Kombat? Either way, clean your fucking name up. Nobody likes it. It's hard to read.
I understand, but either way, so there's a lot of good about the game if you're into organized crime. Mm-hmm. And if you're into really pretty graphics and things not being repetitive, then this might not be the game for you. But if you got friends and you're still not into those things, this still might be the game for you for a little while.
You ain't got friends.
Like, for us, are you actually trying to get that through there? I don't know. I didn't know if there's a hole there. That one looked legit.
You're really killing the fucking bit. Like, this is a bit that you're killing.
John,
I'm just supposed to do it nonchalantly. You're not supposed to say anything.
You tricked me. I'm right next to you.
It's one of those things where it's just supposed to happen, and it's like, oh, the co-host doesn't care. Obviously, he's really drinking it, because...
You actually had me think you were drinking it.
I fucking old yellered my bit.
No one's gonna get that. Either way, Payday 2, all things considered, with a bias out of the way, probably an 8.5.
Yeah, but it's a super fun game, man.
Amazing. You can stealth things through.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
You can. You're not going to do it, though. Not unless you got 4 vets.
You got to have real good people.
Who know everything.
But the unlockables, all the skill trees, all the guns, the
so much fun stuff. You get a saw. I got a saw now. Fucking.
And then you got the safe house, and you get to see all your money stacked up.
I went there in a while, mostly because I spend it all the time.
Yeah, but it's if you don't spend it, and
I want to go see what 10 million. You need 200 million just to like upgrade your shit.
That's crazy. I can do that. Though.
It's gonna be crazy.
We just need to stop spending our money.
But like,
we gotta just stop spending the money. You know?
But we want masks.
and
sometimes we get lucky and get good ones.
So then we gotta bet the $1.5 million to get
2.5
to guarantee a card.
2 cards. Yeah, 1 card, and then half the time you don't even get that shit. You'd be mad as fuck.
Yeah.
Either way.
Payday's good.
Payday's great.
Yeah, that's why we wore these masks. We're going to take them off now, though.
Yeah, goddamn, I can't breathe. Look at that shit. There's physical sweat in there.
I like this mask.
Look at this shit. Look at that. That is gross. Wash this at the end.
I'm not going to ever wear it again.
What if the kids do? That's,
all right, okay.
I click.
R.I.P. headset users. Okay, Jeff, whatever.
It's a fucking frisbee.
Thanks for killing my bit.
Yeah, it was towards the end anyways. Either way. No, he was thirsty. But,
I hate you.
But, alright, let's go. Into the next thing. You want to push this back towards the end?
Yeah, we can. You want to do her story or what?
Yeah, we'll go into her story.
Okay.
Now, into the more crime, again.
Yeah,
crime's cool, right?
Is that what? Yeah,
yeah. You're basically working on the case, and they plop you down in front of an old computer with you can go through all these old videos.
Windows
3.0
fucking or whatever.
Windows fucking
NT.
What the fuck is it called?
Just Windows.
Not Vista. What's before Vista?
95, 98?
We'll go 95. It definitely wasn't XP or Vista.
Okay.
But yeah, you get put down in front of an old-ass computer, the white brick. And you just you get to go through a bunch of video files.
Yeah.
And you kind of just get to sit there and solve the case. You get to go through a bunch of them. You get to go through and see, all the things of her, sitting in the confessional room and just all the past cases. You can go through files and shit. And basically the whole time there is... you kind of just sit there and solve the case. Now, apparently, a lot of people gave it a lower score because it was too easy. people figured out that there's like a simple way to just figure it out. Boom, and you're done.
Oh, the game?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So they just.
But I mean, if you're not going in there to try to break it,
Uh-huh.
or maybe just find it immediately, you get to sit there and you get to go through the files and actually sit
So
there.
people have just like rolled right through it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can beat the game in 10 minutes.
Fucking bastards. But
I mean, it's not really their fault. It's like I'm sure you can luck out and get like the one clip where she basically says, I'm guilty. you might get lucky.
Maybe she's not guilty. Did you just spoil her?
I don't know. I didn't read the thing. I just assume she's guilty, right?
You know what my favorite part? Like, I bought L.A. Noire for basically the same thing. You know, going through being a crime, a detective.
Yeah, I like playing both sides.
Yeah,
being a criminal is fun, but sometimes solving it's a good time as well.
Yeah. The thing that I liked about it is it's got a real early 90s look. Like, it looks like a Sega CD with the FMVs and stuff. And I think that should come back. Like, FMVs, like full motion video. That should totally make a comeback.
Yeah, you're talking about L.A. Noire, right?
No, I'm right now.
Okay, I'm about to say I didn't get to play L.A. Noire. This was like further. It was was it like 50s and stuff?
Yeah,
okay,
it was late 50s, early 60s. But in her story, the surveillance tapes or whatever, the interrogation tapes or whatever, it's all FMV. Yes. Which is fucking that's really cool because like it gives you the retro feel, and that's why it gets you like the retro computer that you're sitting at, and I think it's just it's pretty badass.
What's going on, Sparkly Boo?
So it's just one of those things where it's I think it's cool if they did that more in games. Yeah, because now they can do it where it's not looking.
They can do it to where it looks crisp and you still get the old feel.
Yeah, but the thing is there's not going to be like an ass load of load times. And the industry has gone so much further to where it's not like just shitty crisscross.
It's just basically take your old game, right? Your favorite old game, right? You take your old game and you pretty it up to the point where it just looks like polished old school. It's not doesn't look new. It's not remade. You cut out all the loading bullshit. Yeah. You cut out all the little glitches, and you just basically you polish an old game into perfection.
But like the way these guys are doing with her story, like they can do that with so many good games. You know what I mean? Like you can do a lot of cool stuff with that. Like when I think of FMVs and stuff like that, I think of like Carmen Sandiego and like a bunch of old PC games. You know what I mean?
That game got me through middle school.
I think that's what I think about anyway. So
it could. I mean, the game, and it's only $6. It's $6.
Yeah, that's not bad, man.
$6, 2 gigs to download. You can download it for $6. Go make lunch, eat lunch, and it's done. Yeah, and then you play a mid-afternoon game. We're talking about a game called Her Story. It's on Steam right now for $5.99.
I wonder how long you can take with it though.
What do you mean? How long the game could
people have said like they've beat it so fast.
Yes.
What if there's like so much more to it that they don't know?
I mean, I'm sure there is. But if you're going in to beat it, there's a way through that. But if you want to go through and you really want to see the story and you want to see how it happened and how her side, your side.
Yeah, in before there's like multiple endings.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like her getting away, her not being guilty,
there's a true ending.
Being someone else being to blame.
Yeah, there's a true ending.
I bet you, I mean, if they don't do that, then someone should really take the initiative and make a way cooler version of the game.
Yeah, and it might happen. Yeah.
Yeah. So. There should definitely be I'm waiting for the next new big detective game. And that'd be good.
They don't sell, man.
They don't?
No, even L.A. Noire, like...
L.A. Noire was in the running for Game of the Year, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it didn't sell, like, crazy numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fine. It wasn't...
I mean, but it came out early, right? It came out early in the next gen.
No, it was, like, mid-next gen.
Was it?
Yeah, same time as, like, Dark Souls 1 came out.
Huh.
Same exact time.
I think I think I skipped out on that to get Dark Souls, actually. Probably. It came out in September, right?
I don't...
It came out September something, because Dark Souls and Skyrim came out in October, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I know it came out a month before, and then I passed on it.
They came out that same time, yeah.
Because I know Chewie and Berto were really into it.
It was like 4 discs.
Yeah, it was long as fuck.
Yeah. And then
it was like a 50-hour game, right?
And the payoff was bad.
The ending was not good, I hear.
You just get swept away, but spoiler alert. You're in a sewer, and you get swept away by some fucking water.
And you die?
End of story.
Nothing. Do you even know if you die?
You dead, motherfucker. You dead as mother.
I don't know, man. Maybe you can swim.
Yeah, but you stuck in a sewer.
I mean, you can get out. Part 2.
No, it's over. Yeah.
Man, hey, first off, why people on the internet diss Walmart shirts? Like Walmart shirts aren't the greatest value on the planet.
You know what? James Scottford has apparently never worn a Walmart shirt in his life. He probably doesn't know that this sheet here is from Walmart, or this computer is from Walmart, or that computer is from Walmart. I mean, it's what it is.
Walmart run the world if you ain't know.
I mean,
but on to the next thing.
I don't understand that.
Let's see. First off.
Yeah, let's go into this one. I can get into this.
Yeah, since we're on the detective topic. Okay. Let's go to the detective topic.
Can we find a detective to figure out why the fuck James Scottford wants to know about my Walmart?
We ain't got the money for that. All right. And we ain't beat Her Story, so we ain't got the experience yet.
Fair enough.
But Fair's fair.
Fire's fire.
But all right. So 2016, there's been no. I haven't even heard of a new detective game come out since like LOA Noir.
No, it's not gonna.
Like the closest thing that would be is like Batman,
Yeah, and that's not real.
and that's barely.
I mean, you get detective mode, but there ain't no detective.
That's not even that bullshit mode.
Yeah, I hate that mode. It gives me a headache mode.
Dude,
That's
it's
what that fucking mode
gross.
is. Yeah, it's the worst.
God
Just
damn,
give me
that shit's
give me a
awful.
headache mode. That's what that is.
Either way, they need to come up with a new detective game with really good mechanics, cool things that you can do, like very shit that doesn't even matter. Like you can just go through and use your free time just to go into the fucking evidence office and just look over old cases, and then you can find a fucking side mission in there.
Just
you
sit
find
there
some
with a,
bullshit
like,
evidence.
Cup of coffee and a
Yeah,
cigarette.
just fucking
like a pastry.
yep, just fucking. You take one bite of the donut,
You just
wipe the crumbles,
Just dick tray.
then you drop the file. Oh shit!
Just Dick
And
Tracying
boom.
it up. I dig it.
But
Oh god.
so yeah, that needs to happen. Detective games, they're good, man.
We need your basic, your stereotypical
I wanted to be
detective.
I wanted to be the '60s. I wanted to be in black and white, and I wanted to be a third person.
And there's gotta be like a hot dame who comes in.
Yeah.
It's just all like,
Just and she's gotta be brought in with a saxophone as she walks in the door.
oh boy.
Yeah, that's that shit. That's the good stuff,
I'm all
dude.
about it.
Um.
I'm all about that.
So yeah, let's go into our last topic, and then we'll spitball from there. You know, talk about some shit we want to talk
Well,
about.
we got two subjects to go into. We ain't talking about NX or the other.
Oh yeah, you can talk about that SNES PlayStation.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can lead me into that. We're from Cleveland, Ohio, man.
All right. So here we go. If you
Now
don't
this
know
is something John's going to educate me on because I have no clue what this is.
Yeah. So if you don't know the story, early in the morning,
Yeah.
the Nintendo Sony PlayStation was unearthed by some random dude who apparently has, like, his dad worked for Nintendo or worked somewhere where they were manufacturing these and they were supposed to throw them away. And so anyway, the deal is, before Sony got into to the video game, what's the word I'm looking for here? Into the business.
I think the word you're looking for is industry.
The industry, there we go. So before Sony got into the industry, they were going to team up with Nintendo and make a CD add-on
Okay.
for Nintendo. But the thing was, like, it was something with the rights to the games, or Sony wanted too much rights to the video games, something crazy like that. So up until the point where they showed off this system, where they were going to show it off, I don't know if it was at an E3 or some kind of conference or something.
Okay.
They were going to show it off and say, hey, we're partnering with Sony, and this is going to be the Sony Famicom, PlayStation, whatever, the Super Nintendo Famicom PlayStation or whatever.
Jesus Christ, that's a fucking mouthful.
Well, you know what I mean. I don't know what they were going to call it, honestly. Nobody does. So right before that, like, as they go up, Sony at this point still thinks Nintendo is going to announce them at this conference or whatever, and it's just going to be this huge thing. They don't end up announcing Sony. They end up announcing, I believe it's Sharp or JVC or somebody like that. Let me double check on that. But they end up announcing that they're going into business with Sharp. So Sony's sitting there like a bride who just got left at the fucking altar.
Damn.
And this is how the whole PlayStation thing comes about. Because, that's how they kept the name PlayStation. They were like, okay, well, fuck you, asshole. You're going to do us like that. We're going to come and kick you in the fucking teeth. So that's basically how it happened. I just want to make sure it's Sharp, though. Because if it's not, I'll get fucking burned on the internet. But I'm pretty sure it was Sharp. Add-on. Sorry. Give me a second. So if you can imagine being Sony, thinking up until this point that you're going to be good to go. Like, you're
set. You're getting fucking
getting
put on by
game,
Nintendo.
You're getting in the game industry. Nintendo's gonna, they're gonna give you the rights to some of their games so you can produce. And I think it was just like they gave too many rights or they wanted too much power over the guys' names.
Okay.
So, the CDI. Who makes the CDI? That's the question I need. Anyway, so I think it was JVC. God damn it, I can't think.
I came in thinking he knew a lot.
I do know a lot. I just can't think of the fucking who makes the
actual
CDI.
names and shit.
So that's how Zelda and a bunch of shitty Mario games got onto the CDI system.
Okay.
Because Sharp didn't want as much.
They just wanted a few things.
They wanted to put the games on the system. To this day, Nintendo still doesn't acknowledge these games that they exist because they're that bad. They're fucking awful games. So, and I'm pretty Philips. Is it Philips CDI? It was Philips. JVC.
You're just naming off a bunch of radios to me.
Nah, it's Philips, motherfucker. I got it. Yeah, the Philips, the CDI. Okay, and now, honestly, I don't know if Philips is the... They partnered with another electronic company, Jeff. They didn't partner with Sony. And Sony was pissed, so Sony came out with the PlayStation. Full circle. A guy on Reddit says that he's found the fabled Sony PlayStation Super Nintendo hybrid thing.
Model.
Yeah, so I'm just going to read you this thing from Geek.com. It says Nintendo and Sony were not always competitors in the game console market. In fact, in the late 1980s, they were partners on a console called the PlayStation, with a space.
Okay.
This device would be the first hybrid console equipped with both SNES cartridge slot and a CD drive for game format. God damn it. However, it collapsed and the device never came out. Now a Reddit user has posted images and a video of the legendary console after finding it in a box of junk from when his said father worked at Nintendo.
Oh,
you know what they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. The PlayStation was developed in an unusual way for Nintendo. It would retain control of the cartridge slot games, but Sony would have full control over the CD format games. This ended up causing some concern at Nintendo. Shortly before the console was supposed to be announced, without telling Sony, Nintendo forged a deal with Philips to release the new add-on and the SNES that would run the CD-based games. Sony, as you might imagine, was not amused. Because of the last-minute cancellation, about 200 demo prototypes had been produced. And that's likely where the newest Discovery machines come from. It doesn't have a power supply, so we're not sure if it powers up, but it appears to be intact externally. It also comes with a test cartridge and possibly a test disc inside the CD drive. That's pretty tight. Nintendo-Philips partnership ended as falling apart as well. The add-on console never came out, but Philips did release a CDI and a game machine that abused Nintendo's characters Nintendo's characters in the series of terrible games. Nintendo, for some reason, licensed IP to Philips in the original deal. Sony eventually won the right to release the PlayStation in court, but it never bothered. Instead, it pushed forward and released a CD-only console in 1994, the PlayStation without the space. The PlayStation with the space remains one of the most elusive and fascinating consoles in the history of gaming. The games industry might be completely different if the PlayStation with space had come out. By snubbing fellow Japanese company Sony in 1991, Nintendo created a powerful competitor in the gaming community or gaming industry. This newly uncovered prototype is probably worth a fantastic amount of money as a result. And before this thing goes for like $6 million on eBay.
It's gonna fly.
Yeah, so if I'd have just fucking read the story, I would have told you that name. So yeah, it's Philips.
That's what we get for just thinking. Spitball it.
Oh, that's what I do.
All right, so you want to summarize that?
It's fucking expensive and it's tight looking, and it comes with a test cartridge. Look at that. What game's on that?
Who knows?
Like, it looks cool. It looks like a piece of 90s machine,
Yeah.
I'm glad it never came out, because if it did, like, maybe we never get just Sony PlayStation.
We never get to play Payday.
We never have this fucking... we get to play Payday, Jeff.
No, we don't. It don't work on Xbox.
Oh, we skipped over that. Y'all, man. Man, this podcast has been a wreck. Like, we...
Derailed. A lot of shit happened behind the scenes, too, so... It's alright,
I did my best.
It's whatever.
Jeff, it ain't been funny. It ain't been informative.
It's been informative. It's not been informative. We got to talk about things we like, though.
I'm like, Philips, JVC.
No, it's
Sharp.
It's definitely Sharp, Jeff.
Let
me type in Google to go to Google.
Nobody wants to.
I'm surprised John didn't type in Google to go to Google to fucking Google Yahoo.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, wow, man, this has been bad.
It just got funny right here. Yeah, it did. This is good.
It's getting worse.
We're reaching. Now, since you're done with that, I wanted to talk about something that we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna reel it back.
Okay.
You know, we were talking about South Park, right?
Yeah.
How they don't want to stop till they get canceled.
It was 1 week ago.
Was that 1 week?
Yeah,
I thought it was
week.
2.
Nope.
All right, either way. We talked about this last week, how they weren't going to stop making episodes until they get canceled, right?
Yeah.
I watched an episode last night that I remember, and, when it came out, it was funny. I wasn't analyzing. I wasn't really watching. I was just, enjoying it.
Yeah.
And it was the World War Zimmerman one.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was great. Basically, it solidifies that the show's going to be going on forever until they die. Because if you don't get canceled after this...
Yeah.
You don't get canceled.
Was it that?
Basically, Cartman, right? They take the plot of World War Z, but the zombies are black people.
No shit.
Yeah. Cartman's having dreams because of the Zimmerman case, and he keeps going up to Token. He's like, hey, bro, fist bump? We cool, bro?
Hey!
Hey! Thanks for the follow, Banana. You are now part of the Amiibo Nation, and you are now worth your price, double your price on eBay.
I don't know why you subscribed today or
Today's it's not as bad as you think it is.
It's
either way, let me get back on track. So either way, he's having nightmares about the Zimmerman case because he got off scot-free.
Yeah.
So he's having nightmares. He thinks that Token, the only black kid in the school, is gonna rise up and be pissed because all the people are rioting. So he keeps going up. He's like, "Hey, Token, cool, bro, come on, fist bump, bro, fist bump." So basically, he's having nightmares, and then he basically rallies everyone. He turns into Brad Pitt, gets on a plane. No, they're coming. It's happening. He locks a black guy in the bathroom. There's one on board. After that, basically ends up just convincing the whole world the black people are zombies. It's an outbreak. Then he has to kill. His whole thing is, you have to kill the what the fuck is it? Victim zero. What's it called?
The suspect zero, right?
Something. It's something zero. Person. Yeah. So he either has to kill Token or George Zimmerman. So he puts on full blackface as George Zimmerman just beat his trial. He wakes up in the morning, oh, my kids, you saved daddy any pancakes? I love my wife. Oh, I was so lucky. And Cartman runs up in full blackface as the fucking general and commander at the dude's door of Zimmerman, there's a black kid out there. We need you to kill him. We need you to do what you do. So Cartman's sneaking up behind him in full blackface, and he just senses it, pulls the gun off of the fucking commander's wrist, kills him. Shoots Cartman in the shoulder.
Okay.
Guy walks up to him. This guy's white, and then he just gets electrocuted to death because he was white instead of killing a black kid. Because they wanted to commend him for killing the black kid.
Oh, but so
they found out it was Cartman, and he got fucking electrocuted. And I was just like, if you don't get canceled after this episode, you're never getting canceled.
You don't get canceled.
You can't.
Oh,
it was like when I was really sitting there watching, I was like, wow, this is gonna last forever till the wheels fall off, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's fucking ruthless.
Shit got... They're just like, dude, this is perfect. We're going to just make the fucking worst episode ever of just fucking grunge.
Gross. That's fucked up.
I thought it was great.
Well, I mean,
and then fucking Cartman draws a circle around himself because there's a new law, there's a stand your ground law, which is basically the same thing as if someone breaks in your house, right? You can kill them.
But you draw a circle around.
But it's a stand your ground law. If someone threatening you in public, you can, defend yourself. So he draws a circle around him. He keeps taunting fucking Token. He walks around that circle. He goes, boom, pops him right in the fucking shoulder, and then pulls his body further into the red circle. You guys seen it? He threatened me. He's in my space.
Oh, fucking South Park.
Yeah, so basically they're just murdering black people like they were zombies.
That's fucked up.
And it was great. Every time they took a plane, it was him and this woman. 2 planes crashed. If you notice in the background, there was a full plane of people. They both just walk off the scene as everyone's dead. Everyone in the plane dies but them as it crashes. But they just walk off scotch-free. Because you know how when you take a plane in the apocalypse, it crashes?
Yeah.
Well, the plane crashes, just shows them outside of the plane, and everyone else is just dead from the plane crash, and they're just walking. Oh, we gotta go! But they're the only one that lives.
That's fucking
it was like, once I rewatched it and really grasped it, I was like, they're never getting canceled. This is great. Yeah. It was a good episode.
That's great.
Alright, so now do you want to talk about this NX stuff?
Yeah, I will.
Some NX stuff we've seen somewhere.
Yeah. No, well, this is not the playground section.
This is not the playground section.
No,
we're going to just talk about the actual NX.
Yeah, this is the legit section.
Alright, let's hear confirmed stuff.
This is all confirmed. Well, not confirmed, but
confirmed by some sources on the internet that we look at.
Your basic ones.
Looking at you, Kotaku. Kotaku? You threw me off. You don't know about Kotaku. Or Kotoka.
Throw me here. What was it? What was that yesterday?
Shut the fuck up. Oh,
Alright,
my
listen.
God.
Chill out. IGN.com was reporting by Cassidy Moser that things may be heating up more quickly for the codenamed Nintendo NX console than previously thought. Digitimes reports Nintendo has been visiting their supply chain partners recently and has ordered a pilot production of the new system from Foxconn Electronics. This initial manufacturing is likely to begin in October at the latest. That's this October coming up. They're going to start making these things. Additionally, mass production of this system is rumored to begin sometime in May or June of 2016.
Alright, so they're making some test ones, like getting the shit ready so they can fix it and get it together in October.
Right.
And they should be getting them out, working.
Listen, mass production May or June 2016 with a possible launch in July 2016. That's crazy.
Next year.
Right.
1 year from now, we could be playing a new Nintendo system.
Yeah. They're expecting to talk more about the system sometime next year, as several other companies are likely to join in on production.
Now, do you think they're going to What if it's like a day after release of E3?
What if it's on E3?
Well, that's in June, so
Yeah.
if they started in May...
Yeah, not possible, I guess.
Well, if they start... Look, it's one of those things where if they started in June and they release in July, they could start in May and maybe release in June.
Yeah. I don't. That'd be kind of sweet though. Like drop that bomb and it's available right now. Whoa.
And everyone just
I think
throws it out.
I think Sega did that with the Saturn, but it was a bad time because it was the '90s. They had like 6 different things out, and the internet didn't exist. Well,
So-
it did exist, but it wasn't as what.
Yeah,
it is
how
now.
did people watch E3? Was it on the television?
No,
at
it
all?
was no. It was in the '90s. E3 was like
Could you watch it on the computer back
no,
then?
no, you couldn't do any of that. You had to wait for fucking GamePro to write a thing about it. Right. So when they announced that at like E3, only the people there knew about it.
And they're not leaving E3 to go get a fucking Sega Saturn.
Right. So if you did that now, totally.
Yeah, everyone would be like,
Yeah. Gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta go.
it's like surprise release of Amiibo only at Walmart.
Right. Yeah.
Fucking whole place burns down.
So if they did that, that'd be fucking sweet. But but like, and then on top of that, if this is true, then obviously the next Zelda game is definitely an NX.
Sadly.
Like, you know what I mean? So really quick, the rest of the article goes, it's unclear if these rumors suggest a simultaneous global launch or gradual rollout. Although the same outlet reports Nintendo is expecting to ship 200 million consoles in the first year. So that's where it gets a little shady. Nintendo can't be that dumb. They've barely sold, what? I don't even know what the Wii U sold. But
Has it even sold 200 million?
No, 20 million. Well, they're expecting to sell 20 million.
Oh, you said 200
Sorry.
Million.
They're expecting to sell 20 million.
I was like, that's a big fuck. You guys must have the best system ever.
I'm pretty sure the Nintendo hasn't even sold more than 10 million, the Wii U. So, and IGN's reached out for Nintendo for a statement as rumors are circulating in blah 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 blah. They don't comment and speculate on rumors. And the new Legend of Zelda title debuting simultaneous on the NX and Wii U. Like, obviously, IGN's asked, no answers. So, what if it does come out and they're seriously doing this in a year? How long have they been working on it? When did they realize that the Wii U was not? I'm not going to call it a failure, but when they realized it was time to move, when did that happen?
It all really depends. There's 2 routes this goes, right? All right, if this does well,
it's reported as a at-home console. It is a console.
All right,
so
I mean, so is the Wii U.
Yeah.
So let's say, like, all right, this can either go well or it can go down the path of the Wii U. Now, let's say it goes well. Let's say it's doing as good as the PlayStation and Xbox, right? It's got a fan base that really likes
now,
the
if you
console.
got 2 years on the because they released theirs 2 years ago.
Yes.
And you come out with a system, it's got to be stronger.
Yes.
Has to be.
It has to be better than what's on the market right now.
Has to be.
So let's say they come out, right?
Yeah.
They started producing it, what, 6 months after the Wii U came out. Like, they started working on it.
They were just like, we fucked up.
They were just like, this is bad. We're gonna keep this system alive. We're gonna put it right on life support. Mm-hmm. But after we got to start working on something better. We got to start. We've seen the PlayStation, we've seen the Xbox. We can do this, and we can do it all better. This can be faster. This can be this, and that.
Yeah.
And then there's a Nintendo approach where they don't give a fuck about the people outside of their community that's gonna buy it anyways, and they just make a PlayStation, Xbox version of the Wii U.
See, here's my thing. As I was listening to the not Game Over Grady, but the Kind of Funny.
Yeah.
And they're saying that the N and the X is 2 different things. Like it's a console handheld hybrid thing.
Then what do you do with the 3DS?
That's what I thought too. The new 3DS. But if they come out with a console, what do you do with the Wii U? You know what I mean? So,
I mean, what did you do with the Wii when you got a Wii U?
Like, after watching what they did at A3, obviously it's a transition.
Yeah.
Obviously, like they're moving on. You can.
Yeah.
It's clear as
they
day.
didn't release anything big. No. They didn't release anything.
No, like small. It's on the way out. So it's gonna be a console, but like I just thought of the whole like the NX, like how it could be like Nintendo Cross something. Or just Nintendo like I just thought it was really cool that it would be separated. Here's what I would pray for and hope for.
Yes.
It's this simple. You come out, you come out fighting, you swing as hard as you can, you fucking call it the Nintendo.
Call it something.
No, don't call it anything. It's the
you wanted to call it the Nintendo.
Fucking Nintendo. You're not gonna go and get a GameCube or Wii U or none of this shit. Just call it the fucking Nintendo. It's that simple. NES was a Nintendo Entertainment System. A Super Nintendo. A Nintendo 64. After the 64, it starts to fall off a bit.
Yeah, the sales went down in a projection.
Right. GameCube. Wii. Wii worked, but it was a fucking joke.
And it was gimmicky.
Yeah. And then Wii U. Just call it the Nintendo. You don't have to have an entertainment system. You don't have any of this other nonsense in there. Just, this is our Nintendo.
Yeah. Happy 4th.
And then this Nintendo is a
beast.
I want it to be, honestly, I want it to be a big, ridiculous, ugly, fucking gray box.
Let's talk about five necessary things for Nintendo. I want to go first.
Necessary?
Yes.
Okay.
A real controller.
Yeah.
Not a gamepad. I want the Wii U Pro controller fucking upgraded and done well to be the main controller. You can use the side shit for fun games. You can use all this other shit, but I want the main controller that controls everything to be a controller. Okay. Obviously, that's not Nintendo's deal since, the GameCube?
Yeah.
And only the GameCube since, the fucking 64 down?
Yeah. And X comes with wireless games.
Okay, and then you got to also step in the future. There's this is the one step that everyone's taking now because this is what the world's turning into. You need a streaming feature. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you can't stream on there or at least take screens or Nintendo some kind of sharing, you need a sharing feature. Everyone has a sharing feature now.
Nintendo needs to party with YouTube gaming.
Yes, no.
Well, they're not going to be able to do it with Twitch. Everybody's already got Twitch.
That's why they can do it.
Well, I'm sure there's some kind of thing that Twitch has with Sony and Microsoft where they're not going to be able to accept so many competitors.
I'm sure Twitch can do. I mean, it's one of those things where you can't just cut off Nintendo. If Xbox and PlayStation can both have it, that's like saying
monopolizing it.
Yeah, they can't just not give it to Nintendo. Even though Nintendo's been a little bitch to fucking Twitch.
Yeah,
I'm sure that maybe this will be a little peace offering.
Oh, really quick thing. Bill Trennan, the Treehouse guy, 3DS. He's actually going to be in one of the Smash tournaments coming up. He hasn't competed. I don't know if it's Melee or Smash 4, but he hasn't competed in Smash in 10 years.
It's probably going to be this one this weekend.
He hasn't competed. He's in 64, whatever that is.
64 Smash?
No. That's his bracket or whatever.
Oh, he's playing in 64, or he's playing in bracket 64.
Bracket 64, whatever.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, that was just really
What's going on, Hannah?
He hasn't played in 10 days or 10 years.
Oh, damn.
But he's going back in there. He wants to.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a tournament this weekend. It's FC.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what it is.
It might be.
But no, way. GDC. No, not GDC. Evo.
Oh, he's playing at Evo?
In Evo. Bill Trenton. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Keep talking.
All right, so Evo's in, 2 weeks? 2 weeks, yeah. So it needs a good controller, your normal controller with, maybe some features that are Wii U type of features. It needs streaming.
Okay.
It needs more power.
Yeah.
It needs to have the power, more power than the fucking consoles out right now.
Right. You gotta almost double it. You have to.
Every game outside of virtual consoles and indies has to come out at 1080-60.
Yeah. That'd be so sweet.
No fucking around. No 1080-30, no 720-60. 1080-60 all the way around. It's almost 2016. By the time this console comes out, it will be 2016, halfway through. So everything needs to come out sparkling fucking beautiful.
That would be fucking tight.
And then the last thing it needs is to not incorporate anything from the past consoles. Leave everything in the past outside of the virtual console because that's just across.
You mean like accessories?
Yeah, no, don't bring in none of the Wii U shit. Don't bring in none of the Wii Pros. Don't bring in. You can't use the gamepad. Leave it all in the past. Become a real console.
That'd be so sweet.
That would be the 5 things I'd really want from it. We're good. We're just about to wrap up the podcast here. We're just talking about some random shit that we'd like to have in the Nintendo's next console.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Here's what Nintendo needs to do. You said 5 things, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure John was playing Batman the other day.
Yeah, I was. So 5 things?
5 things.
5 things. Here we go. You got to drop the Wii name. You have to. You cannot.
It
can't be Wii U. It can't be Wii Me.
It can't be Wii NX. Just let it go.
Yeah, you got to let go of the Wii. Absolutely. You can't. It dies the minute you Wii anything.
Yeah, because then you got to ask for your mom, dad. I want the new Wii.
It's absolutely dead.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for the Wii.
All they have
get a fucking 10-year-old console.
All they have to do is look at Apple, right?
Apple's had the same name with a number behind it for the last 20 years. Yes.
Look at PlayStation. PlayStation is PlayStation
1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4.
Right. That's, you know what I mean?
Xbox kind of fucked up this year with the Xbox One.
Right. But you still have Xbox.
Everyone knows.
Everybody knows it as the Xbox.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then you got Nintendo. You confuse consumers with the Wii U, and then whatever, don't just stay away from it.
Yeah.
And just say, you know what? This is our console. This is the Nintendo. You know what I mean? Just, it is art. It's Nintendo. And then you can go on from there and you can add numbers or whatever. Just don't try to fucking pretty, and don't try to be like cutesy with it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is kitschy.
I think Nintendo really just needs to stop being so full of themselves.
I mean, yeah, and it's the same thing like with, it's the same thing with the DS, man. You got that 3DS, the 2DS, the new, you know, and if you want, even throw the new thing, new Nintendo.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, just don't come on, don't go new Wii U.
Yeah, don't
do that.
Yeah, no.
Because then you're fucking dead in the water. You just headshot it yourself. You know what I mean? New Wii U. I can already see it happening. Oh my God. You know what I mean? Don't do that. So you get rid of the Wii name completely. You have to 100% rebuild the online. You have to.
Yes, God, that is. I'm trying to figure out which one I can cut for that. Yes, it needs stable internet.
You have to before you stream, Jeff. You gotta know.
Yes.
You have to work the internet.
You got to be able to have a decent matchmaking before you can fucking get a streaming right.
And if you can somehow make it work hand in hand with your current console and or iPhones and Androids and stuff, beautiful.
Yes.
You know, because that's the way it's going. We don't need a tablet, but if my tablet that I already have can do something with the system, fine.
Yeah, don't give it tablet functionality and then release a tablet made by Nintendo that only works there.
Right. And what you need to do is you just need to evolve. Because this is what Nintendo's been good at, right? Nintendo introduced the D-pad.
Yes.
Nintendo introduced the 4-button controller layout. Nintendo introduced the left and right stick, or left and right
bumpers.
They introduced the fucking analog stick. Like, they've innovated on all that.
Yes.
They introduced the motion controls. They fell apart.
But I say, you know what the thing they haven't done? They haven't perfected it.
Right.
They make the rough model, and then Xbox.
The only thing that perfected was the D-pad.
Well, yeah, because the D-pad's simple. You know why? Because the D-pad's there's nothing.
Why does everybody fuck it up? Everybody fucks that up.
They're not fucking it up. It's they try to make it their own because they can't just take that one D-pad. So they try to fucking
it's time to just take the fucking D-pad.
Well, yeah, just steal it. It's fine. But it's like Nintendo typically takes it, makes it, and then everyone goes, hey, I can do that better.
Yeah.
And then they go, hey, let me do this. It's smooth. It cracks. It's fast.
So you got to come out with a controller. Here's what I propose. You come out with the GameCube controller because it's fucking sweet.
Yes.
And you beef it the fuck up. Just put the GameCube controller on steroids. I don't know what you do to it, but make sure it's wireless. Make sure the analog sticks are analog sticks, like they're, to get rid of that octagon-y thing. Don't really feel that it's an octagon-y thing.
You talk about on the GameCube?
Yeah, on GameCube.
Well, see, that's like necessary for a lot of the games. There's multiple things.
Well, but this is the evolution of it, right? Like, just you're evolving.
Happy birthday, bomb that ass.
You're just evolving the controller. You know what I mean? So I think that's where you go because that's like their best controller outside of the Super Nintendo. Obviously, you can't go back that
beautiful.
Far. It's such
you can't. That's too far. I think everyone would hate that because everyone's used to having the little dicks in their hands.
Right. You go with that thing. And you just evolve it somehow. I don't know what you do. You put your Nintendo juice on
you fucking say, hey, make this better, and leave them in the room for 10 hours and see what you fucking get.
Yeah. And you build, if you want, build the fucking motion control in the controller. You know what I mean?
Don't make me have an annoying-ass thing that falls off the back of my TV every 10 minutes. Don't make it necessary either.
Also, don't be afraid to fucking put the power brick on the outside. This is a big thing because then they have more space to put more shit to make it better,
make it fucking prettier.
Yeah.
All of it.
And like you said, 1080p, 60 frames per second.
Gotta be.
And it's gotta be stronger than the PS4.
If it's not stronger than consoles that are out right now, it's done.
Yeah.
Nintendo's gonna fall off.
Every system should come in with a built-in game. Like
a release game.
Like how it usually pack in.
Yeah, I guess if the first one... I like how the special editions come out at the same price later.
But I mean, here's the deal. This new system comes out, but the problem is, a game like Mario Maker, you can't play that on any other system besides the Wii U.
Yeah.
Because of the fucking... they actually use the gamepad for the first time ever. And it makes sense, you know what I mean? So, but, you have to do that, but you have to announce it with a bomb. You just go, hey, this is...
Yeah, you got to take your fucking momentum and snowball it.
Yeah.
You got to say, new console, and...
Right. And that leads me into the Playground rumor, Jeff.
The Playground
that
rumor.
I've heard a couple times.
Let's hear it.
That the new Nintendo membership, the Club Nintendo type thing... Now, granted, you know how things go on Playground, Jeff. I whisper in your ear, you whisper in somebody else.
It changes a little way down the way.
Yeah. So, what they're going to do is... the new Club Nintendo membership. It's not gonna be called Club Nintendo. I don't know what it's gonna be called.
No one has a name yet.
It's gonna be a subscription.
Yes, like a PlayStation Plus, Xbox kind of thing,
From
right?
everything from Wii back all the way, and I'm talking about Game Boy.
So it's kind of like
Virtual-
a PlayStation Now that works, and you don't rent it.
It's a subscription, so basically you rent.
Well, I mean,
PlayStation now has a subscription,
But do you just get to download them as they come? Is that how it works?
but
Or do you have to pay for the rental too?
no, you stream them.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah. No,
I'm talking about with the subscription.
Well, there's rental games and there's subscription-based games.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of fucked up. Sony does
kinda
that
shit.
Yeah, but Nintendo, no hold bar, bang,
all the way back.
all the way
It
back.
sounds
That's
like
what
it
I
could be
heard.
good if it work.
That's
If
what I
it's
heard.
true,
That's what I heard.
and they get it together and work. Also, it has to come out with a terabyte hard drive. That's another one.
Yeah, hey, bigger hard drive.
Bigger hard
You
drive.
can't come out with. I didn't even think about that. God damn it! You can't come out with an 8 and a 32-bit in 2013 and go, hey, download these games when fucking one of your games is 20 gigs.
What do you want us to do? Like you're forcing John's hand.
Yes, you're forcing you fucking assholes. So that's what Nintendo
Yeah.
needs to do.
After the next gen consoles, all must come with a terabyte. They've all upgraded to 500 minimums. Now it has to go up to a terabyte. Because guess what? We like buying games from our house.
Yeah, I enjoy digital now. It's my
It's good.
thing.
You get to download it and wake up with the game the next day.
I like it. It's become.
You don't have
my
to
thing.
go to the store. You don't have to, you just buy it. You let it download. You wake up. Hey, I got a game to play. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then you can keep it forever. You don't have to trade it in.
And then you don't lose it like I do usually. Anyway,
Exactly.
So you want to just wrap this up with this Back to the Future stuff?
Yeah, go ahead. This is all you.
All right. First of all, Twitch chat, Hannah. Yeah, that was me with my daughter. All right, we're gonna do this really quick. IGN had another cool article. I know we stole a lot of shit from them today, but fuck it, who cares?
Where did IGN steal it from?
They got
see.
sources and shit.
Motherfuckers.
And it's just 15 things you probably didn't know about Back to the Future. Now, me, as a Back to the Future aficionado, a connoisseur of Back to the Future, I was like, hey, I know everything about Back to the Future. But it turns out I didn't.
Did you not know all 15?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
Which is pretty crazy. So
They stumped your ass.
so let me know. I mean, I know you're not the biggest Back to the Future
I
person.
enjoy the movies. The ones that I've seen.
So here's you know how the story came about? It all started with number one. It's what's called What If, and it's basically the producers or directors or whatever. He wanted to know. He was looking at his dad's like photo albums from high school, and he wanted to know if he went back to high school with his dad, would he have been friends with him? That's where the concept started.
Okay.
So that's how it came to part. H.G. Wells, I guess he some kind of like a comic book. He was a huge influence. Didn't know that. This is a good one. The DeLorean was the third choice for the time machine.
Damn.
So they had two other choices before that, and I'll tell you what they are. The first one was a refrigerator. That was going to be the time machine. Isn't that crazy?
That's kind of weird.
Right. But they stopped it because they felt like the young kids would then dump everything out of the fucking fridge and try to go in there and mimic it. And the second was a tank.
Okay.
Well, but the tank got cut because they didn't have the funds.
So they landed on the DeLorean, which became one of the coolest cars
Yeah.
ever made.
The money also prevented the ending from a big bang. Because see, in the movie, Doc Brown has the plutonium.
Mm-hmm.
He was working on the Manhattan Project. So what was supposed to send him back to the future was not a lightning bolt, was a fucking nuclear explosion.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. The script was too dirty for Disney because he goes back in time and meets his mom and his mom falls in love with him. But it was not dirty enough for everybody else.
Yeah.
It wasn't raunchy enough for like R-rated comedies back then. So he had a hard time getting picked up. C. Thomas Howell almost played Marty McFly. That would have been fucking embarrassment. I believe that's Ponyboy. He plays as Pony. C. Thomas Howell.
Ah.
Ponyboy. Yeah.
Ye old outsiders.
Because Michael J. Fox was he was busy with Family Ties, so he couldn't do it. So they had C. Thomas Howell and Eric Stoltz. Okay, they gave the job to Eric Stoltz, and the producers or the production, whoever paid for it back or whatever, said, "Hey, do it with Eric Stoltz, and if it turns out like shit, we'll redo the whole thing." So it turned out like shit, didn't work, and then bang, they went right.
Michael J. Fox.
They went to Michael J. Fox, right? And then they wanted John Lithgow as Doc Brown, but he wasn't available. But when Christopher Lloyd came and did the audition, they knew exactly who they had.
Good old Buff.
Biff was named after some studio exec. That's pretty cool. Let me go to the second page. Like some of them are really good. Like the DeLorean one it's pretty fucking legit. Like,
Could you imagine if they did the refrigerator one? You probably would. I feel like you would have dumped your fridge.
yeah, I would have dumped my fridge.
You'd have been like, nah, nigga, we going back in time, boy.
Apparently, chimpanzees and shit were tight in the 80s because Einstein the dog was gonna be a chimp. It's just pretty weird.
I think everyone wants a pet monkey back in the day.
Steven Spielberg still says that this was just meant as a joke, but he wanted to name Back to the Future Tales from Space. Like, that was going to be the name. Was it not Spielberg? Is it who's Scheinberg? Maybe I read. No. In response, executive producer Steven Spielberg pretended it was a joke. Yeah. So the guys wanted to change the title from Back to the Future to Spaceman from Pluto, even suggesting the script changes so that said title would make more sense. In response, executive producer Steven Spielberg pretended it was a joke, sending Scheinberg a memo saying how much they laughed at his hilarious idea. Scheinberg quickly dropped the matter. The two men who inspired Doc Brown's look, obviously Albert Einstein and some fucking crazy-haired Leopold Donofsky. No.
Bob
Doc
Gale.
Brown. Oh, and then history repeats itself. See, okay, Twin Pines Mall, that's the current time, and then Lone Pines Mall. What happens when he goes back into the past? He ends up running over one of those trees.
Now that's why it's Lone Pine.
Yeah, because before there was a mall there, it was just a fucking empty field, and there was 2 pine trees there, and he fucking smashes one. And that's what the movie's really good at, is like when you fuck something up in the past, it immediately they do it in the future. It's really cool.
No, we're not brothers, Mia.
This I haven't figured out yet, but Crispin Glover, apparently he didn't like the movie's ending. I haven't watched the YouTube video, but he did it under protest for the first Back to the Future. Like, he was like, I'm gonna do it, but I don't want to do it this way. Huey Lewis lost Academy Award for The Power of Love to some song called "Say You, Save Me." Somewhat left.
Say you.
Is that
Say me.
Okay? Well, that won over The Power of Love. The Power of Love. I
don't know. Say You, Say Me is really good.
Fuck you.
I don't know if I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying it's a really good song.
Here's a really good one. The ending really was a joke. Doc taking Marty and Jennifer into the future to save their kids at the end of the film really was meant as a joke. As Zemeckis explains on the DVD documentary or commentary, if they had planned a sequel, they wouldn't have put Jennifer in the car. That's huge, because at the beginning of part 2, they have to figure out what to do with Jennifer, so they give her like this stupid Men in Black thing before it was Men in Black and knocks her the fuck out. And then they dump her over for a little bit, and they have to come and get her. But the best part about it wasn't meant as a trilogy. To be the greatest trilogy of all time, and to start off as one movie that wasn't meant to be a trilogy. That means if Star Wars was meant to be a trilogy, and it was a trilogy, it's a good trilogy. If Lord of the Rings was meant to be a trilogy, and it was a trilogy, it's a good trilogy. Back to the Future was meant as one movie, becomes a trilogy, and is the greatest trilogy of all time. Next, the To Be Continued was discontinued. When they do zoom in off into the future, man, do you remember seeing the words To Be Continued on screen? Well, you must have watched the video version, as the words were neither in the theatrical cut or the subsequent digital releases. So it was never supposed to be a trilogy. There was never supposed to be a part 2. And it became the world's greatest trilogy of all time. This has been the Pushing Buttons Podcast, episode 15. Back to the Future, July 4th.
Payday, NX, SNES, PlayStation, Her Story, Off-Topicness,
It was a rough one.
We didn't have a lot to talk about, but we got it done. As John already said, I'm Jeff.
I'm Johnny.
This was the end. And just remember, guys, the Konami code does not work in the real life. See you later.